Welcome back, everybody. This is D&B from Outcastic Revivals doing a One Piece video today. Um, Essentially hyping up the fact that the new chapter 1054, is coming back, and with everyone's giving their spoiler reviews, I kind of wanted to talk about the hype that is getting excited for this momentous event, which is it's been a month, and we're getting reveals. And we're getting reveals as far as like what happened and the reverie as far as everything with Sabo. We're getting more context of what's going on with everything with Ryo Goku and his devil fruit ability and how the world is shaping out due to the fact that Luffy, Kid, and Law did this in Wano. What is the overall ramifications of their actions in this community? So I'm super hyped, and I still feel like, personally, I feel like we're still in Wano. If we're going based on the acts, this, to me, if we're still going based off acts and like Oda is trying to do like a traditional kabuki play, this to me would be Act 3 still, right? Like he's tightening up everything for Act 3, and then with the latest stuff that happened with if you read the spoilers, or if you've been spoiled on the spoilers, like the stuff with Shanks and how Shanks feels about it a little bit, you got a little context with that, how fucking how everything is going on with as far as like Akaino's reactions to both Luffy and Sabo making a name for themselves. Yeah, I feel like this is about to. We're now going to see in Act 4 then the world's response to what they were doing in Wano. And I cannot wait for that, because I personally feel that the people have to make moves now, because like Law said when he broke the thing against Doflamingo, there's no turning back now, right? There's no turning back now. They beat Kaido, they beat Big Mom, and they destroyed that whole section, right? So people did not want to go. Did not want to mess with Wano because Kaido was there, and the borders were closed. And then even now with the stuff with Ryogoku, there's so many warriors in Wano that they don't want to war with them, right? They can't outright war with Wano, because all the warriors in Wano could beat. I'm not gonna say could beat all the Marines, but it'll be a long time. It'd be a long ass time, and the resources they would lose would be incredible. So they don't want to do that, but they don't want the stuff that's happening. They don't want the problem that Luffy represents, right? To get out to the rest of the world, and so they have to make a statement. They have to do a response. Blackbeard has to do a statement and a response, because y'all basically tried to sabotage them in Baltigo, and then they when I'm talking about the revolution, y'all basically sabotaged them in their homeland of Baltigo, and then they go and turn free Kuma, and in the world's eyes essentially kill Cobra, and liberated and pointed out the fault. I'm trying to say that word and I can't say. And basically just made a statement using one of the original families, the original 20 families that went up to start the world government in the first place. So this is huge. Like, these are huge events. And the fact that there hasn't been a response or ramifications for this is I'm waiting for it. So that's the thing that I feel like is going to happen. There has to be an equal and an appropriate response due to these actions. And if there's no response, like even a non-response is a response in my eyes. So if they don't respond, that's the message. Like they just don't give a fuck. And I believe there's certain people that are too prideful, too powerful, and would feel highly disrespected with the implications that Luffy and Sabo are now the ones. So there's gonna be a huge response, and I cannot wait. But who's gonna give the response? And I know they've been leading us with like, oh, this is the final arc. This is the final saga. We're going to the final saga's Road to Laugh Tale. Just because it's a saga does not mean that there are not going to be like mad arcs, or that we're still in Wano. I feel we're still in Wano. I know there's a bunch of people that feel like, oh, it's over. They did the party and the celebration. I don't feel like we're leaving Wano for at least 10 more chapters. At least 10 to 20 more chapters. I don't think we're leaving until you get Kaido's like the full backstory, or you get a Rock's backstory. Because they have to explain the Rock's crew just so we can know. I still want to know how strong Garp is. So they have to explain the Rock's backstory. Because he helped fucking Roger beat he helped Roger beat Rocks. And that's how he got his name. And Whitebeard was stronger than Kaido, and they beat Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom, and Rocks. Like, and then the island disappeared, and it was and they fought for the fucking like that just don't make no sense. And then he it just doesn't compute. So because it's like there's no way. I'm thinking there is no way that these random occurrences just happen, even in the world of One Piece, right? There's no way that is a random occurrence, that he just was like, I mean, at least with Garp going there. Like, I'm pretty sure they forced him to go there, right? They like, yo, fuck it, go there. And then once the hypocrisy came out, that's when he was just like, well, I ain't doing that no more. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. And they couldn't tell him nothing because he literally just saved them. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking well, we all know that's the point. That's the point where he reached his level of, I don't care. Like, y'all can't tell me nothing, right? And so I just want to know, how did he get there before he got there? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. Because we don't know how strong Garp is, and we don't know how strong Dragon is. But if we're only going based on what Luffy is, and we can't even use the strength of Luffy anymore because he has a god tier fruit. So, and Garp and, well, we don't know about Dragon. Garp and Roger both fought with no fruits against all these against all these people with, I don't know. I'm assuming Rox's fruit is devil fruit is bananas. Whitebeard's devil fruit is bananas because he has the quake fruit. Kaido's fruit, he ate the fruit after they lost, and Big Mom already had the soul fruit. So that's why I'm like, this is crazy. Like, if they fought them and they already had these powers and had these abilities and had the hockey, and you still won with none of that, and we don't get no story about, we get no context on what the hell this is, and that is like a major thing, I'd be disappointed. I would be disappointed. So that's why I feel like that's gonna happen. And then so I really am excited as far as like what's going with the since this is over. This has been a big part of my life. No cap. Like One Piece has been a big part of my life. And now that it's ending, it's kind of like it's not really bittersweet, but it is kind of reflective. It's like, yo, I was watching this, I was reading this since I was in high school. Like I went to college. I failed out of college. Um I had my first child, my only child. I had my first child, my only child with this. I moved to another state and started my whole life outside of New York with this. I've had friends and not had friends because of, like throughout this whole time, and it's been almost. So I was watching it early. It's been almost like 15 years. Yeah, almost 15 years of One Piece. So I'm just like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this final saga. The final, it's going to be 5 years. These final 5 years is going to be insane because the fact that we already got out of 1,054 chapters, it took Luffy to be a Yonko. And we knew this was coming, that he was going to be eventually a Yonko. And everyone was still surprised when it was announced. Like, we know he's going to find the One Piece, and we're still going to be shocked when he finds the One Piece. That's how you know that that's how you know this is a great series. All these stuffs that happened before, except for the fact of I did not expect Kid to get the 3 mil. I didn't expect Law to get the 3 mil. I knew they were going to get bumps, but I didn't expect the 3 bill for them. I knew Luffy was going to get it because I'm like, he beat the most valuable one. I knew Luffy was going to get at least a big bump. I didn't expect Kids and Laws to go up to 3 billion. And then they're not the Yonkos. So that's the thing I didn't expect. I thought it was going to be Kid, Law, Luffy, and Shanks. I mean, Kid, Law, Luffy, Shanks, and Blackbeard. Oh, that's another thing. Side note. Yeah, because there's a lot going on. I'm just more hyped about that. How the hell Buggy became a Yonko? That got to get explained. How? Because he lost the giant pirates. They were giving him his rep. Don't tell me that the government is still using the fact that he's friends with Shanks. I mean that they grew up together in Shanks and all this other shit. He has to have done something now. Like or they just have to have been that. The government is that dumb. Like, because there's no way Buggy has a bounty that's even close to Luffy's. Like on actual merit. It has to be something based on fucking his selling skills have to be up that point. Even his crew, even all the people that got out of Impel Down. There's no way that somebody in that crew could do something that noteworthy to where he's a Yonko now. There's no fucking way. No way, unless it's a cell. No way. I have no belief in Buggy at all. Like, I love the character, but no belief that he's Yonko level. And like over Law and Kid? No way. No way. And they and no way. And everybody was dissing Kid. That's fucked up. But there's no that's even fucked up. Cause come on, nah. Come on, Oda. What is it to hate with the Kid? What's hate for Kid for? You won't even you won't even let him be the Yonko. You couldn't even let him win his own fight 1-on-1 against Yonko. He had to lose. He had to use Law. The other time he fought the Yonkos, he lost his arm. Like, come on, son. I'm treating Kid bad. And he has Conqueror's Haki too. We didn't even get to see him use the Conqueror's Haki Hockey. I said honky. Hockey. He didn't even get to do that at all. Meanwhile, Luffy's up there. Luffy's up on the roof doing fighting with advanced conquerors haki and all this other shit. Law is doing all this crazy shit with his devil fruit abilities, and then Kid, who has conquerors haki, who's been confirmed to have conquerors haki, doesn't even use it. So it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Like, I don't have really too much complaints about Wano. I think Wano's been amazing. I think Wano's been awesome. The only complaint you could probably give Wano is that it ran a little too long in certain aspects. But you could say that almost about the second half, you could say ran a lot. Certain arcs just ran a little bit long. Yeah, like certain arcs ran a little longer than they were supposed to. But even then, you could, well, what people deemed ran with the supposed to. But even then, and Oda likes to give certain characters certain context for no reason, because he might like the characters, or he might want to give you. He'll. I feel like, this is my opinion, I feel like sometimes Oda gets, like, if he likes a particular character or likes a scenario, he'll just give you the whole context of that scenario, even though you didn't care for it. And then it'll be on some, like, we'll get right with this brief intervention. So he'll do like the whole, like I'll give you an example. Dressrosa, right? Dressrosa, they made it to the roof. They made it to the roof to fight Doflamingo. Right after they made it to the roof to fight Doflamingo, we get Laws and Dofi's backstory. Right after, right? You could have told us, but you could have gave us the backstory when they was riding down the hill with Law. You only gave us a piece of that. You could have gave us Dofi's backstory when they showed us the first time, or when we read the first time that his father and them got strung up on the wall. You could have did that. Did not want to do that. But right when we're getting ready to start right when we're at our climax, right when we're getting ready to start the fight between Luffy, Law, and Dofi, right when we get to that whole thing, that's when they do that. And then also, every fucking time, it does not fail. Every fucking time, Luffy is caught in some scenario because he is Luffy. That's the only things that I've noticed, like, and that's been from dumb far. Like, ever since what? Arlong Park? He's always got caught in a scenario when he's fighting like the major boss. He's always caught in some predicament, something that's always like stopping him from doing it right away at first. Like, if he comes in there with a head of steam, he's like, fuck it, I want this person now. Right when he's like ready to fight them, right then and there, and he's like made his whole way there, something always happens to him to where he never fights them right then and there. I feel like that always happens. And I might be wrong. But ever since Arlong Park, I feel like that's always happened. Like, every time we get to that park, the climax, the fight, right when he breaks through the door and finally gets up to the point, something always distracts him, like right then and there. And he doesn't even, and then he has to work his way back up. And by the time he gets back up, he's already at a disadvantage again, and then he overcomes because he is Luffy. That's it. So, but I'm excited. Usually I would have more before with my team, but with the team DMB, with the team Outcastic Revivals. But I am like the hugest One Piece fan out of, that's not a word. I am the biggest One Piece fan out of the collective. And so I just felt like talking about it. And besides, I'm probably going to be doing more of these. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more of these. So I'm probably going to be doing these like every week, or like reactions. Let me know what you guys think. Should I do like more like week to week, or daily, or week to week reviews, discussions, spoilers, for One Piece, because that's my thing. And for different ones too, I might be thinking about doing it. I know I'm definitely gonna be doing it for One Piece for sure. Like I really am doing this. And then but for other ones, like give me some suggestions or ideas for other mangas, animes that I should check out. I've been meaning to check out the rest of Tokyo Revengers just because I gotta finish that story. That anime was good the first season, and then I never finished the story. Like I know what's gonna happen, but I gotta see it for myself. And then there's a few that's been on my radar that I just have not checked out yet. So let me know. Let me know. But that's all I got for right now. One Piece is coming back, as you can see in the title. One Piece is coming back. We're all excited. Give us like what? The official chapter comes out on Sunday. It's gonna be on the inner streets, the interweb / inner streets, because everyone is on inner streets now. That's gonna be out on Friday, for sure. Friday, if not Thursday night, Friday morning, we gonna get that 1054. And if it's everything that I've been reading about and everything that we've been spoiled about, woohoo! Shanks, you're gonna have to explain a lot in chapter 155. Everybody's gonna have to explain a lot in 155 based on what happened in 154. This is gonna be a lot of explanations that has to be explained. So, thank you for the time. Thank you for hearing me out. If you didn't, thank you for looking and checking it out. And please, at any time, shout us out. Look at more Outcastic revivals. Thank you for my team, Killer Kai, Coolzy, aka Zena, and Sam. Thank you guys so much for your contributions and help for this as well. It would not be possible to do this if it wasn't for you guys. So I also thank you guys so much. And last but not least, thank you guys. Thank the people who are watching. Thanks to people who are listening, hearing me out. And on to the next one. Peace, love, and soul. PLS 4L for life. Peace.